gentlemen, and beautiful ladies. Alright guys, haven't been around a while. Been very busy. Just haven't had time to cook on video. I'm always cooking, you know. Keeping up my bod, right? But tomorrow we're going to have a big old party. So what I'm doing is I'm pre-cooking a bunch of barbecue today. So we got ribs. We got drumsticks, chicken drumsticks, and we got a picnic roast. And this cook's going to be real simple, but it's going to take all day, just like every other kind of when you're barbecuing. It just takes time, low and slow. I'm using lump mesquite charcoal. Some mesquite that have been turned into charcoal. Love that stuff. This is all I'm using. Texas lumbre and fajita seasoning. I mean, it doesn't get any more basic than that. But this is the real kicker right here. You see that? Yeah. Check that out. Find it. Go look at it. So you know you want it barbecue sauce. This stuff here, when you get people over, you put this on the meat. That's all I gotta say. Right there. It's going to be good every time. And this stuff is good for all sorts of stuff. Stuffed baked potatoes. And a lot of people just love eating barbecue sauce. You know, little smokies cooked in it. Oh my God. This is good stuff. And since I have a whole bunch of people from my family over tomorrow, you know, I try to impress them. This stuff I'm just going to be coating onto the ribs the last hour of the cook, and on the chicken the last hour of the cook. But this picnic roast is getting nothing but fajita, and it's just going to fall apart. But of course, when I make those pulled pork sandwiches, bam, right there. I'm not kidding y'all. I'm just giving you the secrets of the trade here on some good barbecue. And I don't claim to be the best barbecuer, but when you use the right stuff, it's hard to screw up. So anyway, got my flames going. Let me prep the meat, and let's get this cook going. I'm just going to coat this. I took that silver skin off on the inside. You want to do that? It's not totally necessary, but you know, these people with soft gums or something, they really need that done. I'm just going to go light coating because, like I said, most of the flavor is going to come right out of that right there. Now this picnic roast, I'm really after this right here. The rest is going to be pulled pork, but if you like to make charro beans, especially like I do, you got to have this skin smoked. And then you throw some of that pulled pork into them charro beans, and especially a lot of that skin. And you'll be the boss. Just believe me on that. Some people like to score this, poke holes in it. I ain't doing jack. It's just going on the pit, just like an old timer would do it before they had pits. This isn't gonna hurt the. I'll put some fajita all over it, and that's it. Doesn't really stick to the skin all that great, but gives it a little something, you know. You gotta have something to look at and say you did and all that type of stuff. But this goes in everything. Even goes in the charro beans. But this is the charro beans right there. You just add that, nothing else. Now, I'm not going to go too crazy with this, because like I said, we're going to destroy it in about 8-10 hours, probably about 10 hours. Just pull it apart. But I love that skin. You can see that skin right there, and you can cut that skin off and deep fry it. And yeah, you'll be a legend. The drumsticks, I'm just going to put those on a little later. And all I'm going to do is add fajita to them. And then after they cook for about an hour and a half, I'm going to paint on this until they're done. And they'll be rocking. And you, like a lot of these drumsticks, a lot of people, I don't like drumsticks. You just, sometimes you just cut it off the bone, put it on a bun. You got a, you know, barbecue chicken sandwich. It's just freaking awesome. That's the charcoal I'm using. Check it out. See how that looks? This stuff is awesome. Puts off a very little smoke, but the flavor, it's mesquite. I just can't get away from mesquite. I don't care. Mesquite is it. It's just the way it is for me. I don't care what kind of meat, mesquite. Okay guys, those ribs and that picnic roast there been on the bar. Alright guys, the barbecue's been going for 3 hours, so it is time to do some painting. We're going to paint those ribs. And I'll give them about 1 more hour, and this stuff here will dry out and get nice and sticky. That's the way I like it. And then when I pull those ribs off, I'm going to throw this chicken on. And all I'm going to do is same thing as I did with the others. I'm going to throw these on, let them go for 3 hours or so, and paint them with this for the last hour. Barbecuing is slow. That's why you just stand around in the heat and drink beer all day. And you know, after you've been drinking beer all day, it doesn't matter what you cook, it's going to taste good. Let's go check this out. Well, it seems my temperature gauge started working again. Oh, look at that. Man, that is awesome. Check this out. You folks seeing that? Look at that. You seeing that? Oh my God. That's that mesquite lump charcoal, y'all. I love it. All right, let me paint on these. Let me paint these ribs. The meat's coming up the bone just perfect. They paint these ribs and then we'll give them, you know, 45 minutes to an hour longer and they should be done. Okay, guys. Guys, check it out. I just painted on that barbecue sauce. That's just the way I like it. And man, the smell coming off this is awesome. We still got a long time on that. But you can see other ribs, they're real close. See that meat pulling up the bone? So, let's get back to it. Low and slow. Alright guys, we're going to pull these ribs off. Look at that. Oh my gosh, look at that. Wow, fantastic. Well, let me get these off and get the chicken on. And you can see this bad boy here. Look at that. Look at that skin. Can you believe that? Awesome. You seeing those ribs? Yeah, you gotta smell those ribs. Off the chain. Check this out. Oh my gosh. What is that? That is a bone. See if we can get another one out of here. They stick a little bit, but you just gotta give them a wiggle. They're a little bit firm on the bone. Oh my gosh. What is that? You know what, guys? Normally I'd leave the bone in, but since these are just doing what they're doing, I think I'm going to remove them. Let's see. Those are the little ones on that end. You just give them a twist and they're coming right out. Gosh, that's fabulous. What do you think? Them ribs alright?
They're good, man. Use that mesquite lump charcoal.
Yes, I did. And then I used the sauce, and then lumbre and fajita.
He knows how to barbecue, y'all. Taught him everything I know. It's good though, man.
He was smelling it, so he called and said, "I'm coming over."
That's good, man.
Is it? It's legit.
Legit barbecue. Hopefully we'll have some fishing videos for y'all this summer.
Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully. We've been having some technical difficulties on the fishing thing. That's for dang sure. But the chicken's still going, and that roast or whatever, that picnic roast is still on too, but that's going to take a while. Mm-hmm. Alright guys, that chicken is almost done. I just painted some barbecue sauce on it. Right there. You know you want it. And look at this thing. That thing's awesome. Skin's still kind of rubbery, but we're rocking and rolling. Just got about 3 more hours. That chicken will be off of here in 30 minutes. Okay guys, the chicken came off. I only cooked it for about 3 hours, but you can look at that. Looks like the Renaissance Festival with the turkey legs. So let's find one here. I'm going to do a little taste test. Let's see how tender it is. Watch this. It's just pulling off the bone. See that? I'd say that's pretty legit. The flavor is outstanding, and it's that sauce. I'm telling you, you just put that. I painted a little bit of that sauce on there, gave it that nice coat. I don't like my sauce dripping, because dripping's not like real cool in my world. I just don't like it. So I like to put it on there and let it dry out. But all those seasoning blend just stays in there, and then you don't have all the mess. Well, you're gonna have a little bit of mess, but you just got to deal with that. Anyway guys, we got about 2 more hours on that roast, and it's going to come out, and hopefully it's just going to fall apart on the cutting board here. And then you get, then you're done seeing me, blabber my head off about some stupid barbecue. Okay guys, that roast has been on that smoker for 9 hours. I went out there and checked the temperature. It's 200 degrees inside. It's jiggling. Looks like it's done. I'm the world's worst with barbecuing. That's one thing I don't like about barbecuing. It takes too damn long to get the results you want. But it is worth it, I guess, if you're not doing much during the day. So anyway, I'm going to go get it off of there. I'm not going to show it to you. Well, maybe I will. Anyway, I'll show it to you. Then we're going to get it off there, bring it in here, and pull it apart. Hopefully it'll just fall apart. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. My thermometer actually started working again. I don't know how accurate it is though. But that is the roast. Let's see if we can get this over here. Look at that. That's a thing of beauty right there. Let me get the shade on it. Look at that thing. And man, the smell, it's awesome. Okay guys, this pork roast just came off the pit. Skin looks good. Let's do a test. You guys catching that? That's how it should be. When the bones fall out, you're done. I just pulled this piece off the bone. It's gonna make an awesome pulled pork sandwich here in about 5 minutes. I gotta let this cool because it'll burn my fingers. Seriously, y'all, you gotta do this. If you want to make some charro beans, you gotta have the skin. You get this skin off this meat right here, and that makes the charro beans. Adds that smoke flavor to it. That stuff's chewy, it's fat, it's flavor. Your charro beans, I go to the restaurants, man, they're lacking. When you put in all this work and you make something really good, it's hard for the restaurants to do it and make money. There's just no way about it. But I wish they would do it. I'd pay the extra cash if they did it right. But, you gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna start pulling this apart, show it to you. But this is the Hog Zone. Check out thehogzone.com. Or if you're on Facebook, just type in the Hog Zone. One of my spice pages will show up. But let me see if I can pull this apart without burning my fingers off. See, there's another little bone right here. Yeah, it's just, well, that bone's way down in there, but you can see the cap just popped off of it. This is when you need a dog, so you can just give them that type of stuff. But you can see it right there, and I'm sure if that bad boy came out, the rest of it would come out. Man, it's hot. I always like this part, pulling the skin off. Ow. That will definitely let the heat out. Oh man, look at all the juice coming out of this thing. Shit. You seeing that? Wow. There's all sorts of juice running out the back. And here's the bone. Let's see if I can get a hold of this without... Ow. God, dog, that's hot. Alright, we're going to try again. Give it a twist. Yeah, and here's what you want with the pulled pork. Watch this. Ow! See what I'm talking about? God, dog, that's hot. It just pulls apart now. Woo! Now, normally you just use regular onions, but I grabbed a green onion because it was easier. It's on the top. And I like green onions, they're all the same. So we're going to pile those little onions in there. This isn't any joke, y'all. The finishing touch, right here. Give it a little stir. I'm gonna pour that on there. Put some pickles on there too. Guaranteed to mess up your shirt. I thought about changing my channel name to Greasy Fingers. I think that'd be a cool channel name, personally. We are rocking. It's time to eat. You seeing that barbecue sandwich? That's how it's done. Now I know you want me to have a jalapeno, but I gotta make some salsa, and I just don't have any spare ones in the refrigerator. All that skin right there. Those that know about that skin. It's friggin' awesome. Alright guys, I'm gonna go eat my dinner. I appreciate you watching. Make sure you hit subscribe, like, or give me a comment, tell me I'm an idiot. It's all good. But big old barbecue day today, and hopefully I'll get some more videos out on a steady basis. But I got a massive project going on, and of course every massive project's got massive problems. So we'll work through it, and hopefully that'll give me more time to do what I like to do, which is screw around and make meat yogurt. Alright guys, appreciate you watching. This is like candy, y'all. Like I say, greasy fingers.